friends, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some of the items that we picked up when we went to a small town near us that was doing town-wide garage sales today. It was a pretty good day. There were several sales. There weren't that many people out really. It was kind of a cool day. It rained a little bit this morning. This afternoon is turning out to be a beautiful day, so I'm not really sure what was keeping people away, but we ended up finding quite a few things that were really neat items. I'm going to go ahead and show you what Olivia, Oliver, that was gross. I sucked up dirt. I'm going to go ahead and show you what Olivia got first. She only bought, she bought several things, but it was just at the first sale that we went to. It was actually an estate sale. I love estate sales because there's always a lot of really interesting things to look at. And this particular sale, they said they're going to have another sale sometime this summer because everything that they had out for sale today was just what they found in the garage and in the basement of this man's sister's home. The sister had to go into a nursing home, so they were closing out her house. And so later this summer they're going to do another sale with everything that was inside the house, which I'm hoping I can catch it and go to that because I love estate sales. So Olivia, everything that she got at this estate sale. One of the things she got was this blanket. It was $5, and I can't show it all to you, but I'll show you this much of it. This blanket is actually exactly like a blanket that I have, that Olivia has been using, that I got when I was a teenager back in the 80s as a Christmas gift. Now the one I have that Olivia is currently using is well loved. All of the binding around the edge is gone. There's holes in it. It's gotten really, really thin. So when she saw this blanket for $5, it's the exact same blanket in much, much better condition. I wouldn't say it's like pristine, perfect condition, but it's a lot better than my old blanket. So anyway, so she got that for $5 and she's anxious to get it washed so she can use it tonight on her bed. Here is a side by side. The blanket on the left is my old blanket, and the blanket on the right is the one that Olivia just purchased. And then the next thing she got at that sale was this record. They were selling their records kind of high. They were $5 a piece, but this was a Johnny Cash album, and she loves Johnny Cash, and she loves old vinyls. So she picked that up. I think if the price had been a little bit less, she probably would have bought more. But for $5 an album, that was a little bit steep. And then she got some old books, of course. Were they $1 a piece? The old books were $1 a piece. She got this one, The Adventures of Mr. Mocker by Thornton Burgess. Now, we had some books by this author that we used in homeschooling, but I loaned them to somebody and I haven't gotten them back yet, and I don't know if I'll ever get them back, but that's okay. This was copyrighted. Well, there's a little note on the inside, to and from the people's name, June 20th, 1920, and this book's old enough that it's got the little carbon paper or whatever that's called that they put. The copyright on this is 1917. So that's a really neat old book. And then she got 2 books from this. There was a whole set of these, and she picked out 2 of them. This one is from Plain Tales from the Hills by Kipling. And this is Tales of Mystery and Imagination by Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm not sure what the copyright. It's in Roman numerals, so let's see. I think it's 1949, I think, if I am reading my Roman numerals correctly. 1949. Those two books. So that's everything she got at the first sale that we stopped at, and that's everything that she purchased. But she did get a couple of things out of a box that said free on it at a different sale. She picked up these two little shelves, and they were free, and they're really nice little shelves. I mean, this one's a little bit dinged up, but I don't know if she's going to paint them or if she's going to just clean them up. But she's always needing more shelves in her bedroom, and these are nice little ones. So that's pretty awesome for free. Here's how Olivia has her shelves. Those shelves she got for free. She's got them hung and got them styled. It looks really nice. And then Scott found one item that he purchased. He's always looking for electronic things and stuff like that. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Well, I mean, I kind of know what it is. It's got to do with the internet. I don't know. But it's a Linksy Ethernet switch. He paid $5 for it. He looked it up online. Excuse me. And they're over $100 on Amazon. So that is an excellent deal, and it appears like it's brand new and never been used, and everything's in it, the book's even in it. So that's what Scott picked up. It was probably the best deal of the day. So then everything else here are things that I picked up. I'll show you the biggest item last because I'll have to get up and move with my camera to show it to you. But I got this pair of Crocs. They are, I don't know what brand they are actually. ESD. Never heard of them, but they don't look like they've ever been worn. And they were $1. So got those Crocs. You can always use Crocs just to slip on, and some of this stuff I don't know if I'll remember how much they cost or not, but I'll try. Okay, the next items, Scott actually picked this out. He is always on the lookout for a nice thin spatula to replace his egg spatula that he uses every morning when he makes eggs. The spatula he's using is starting to break, and so we're always on the lookout for another one. We found this, I don't know what year, it's probably from the 70s because it's got that mushroom pattern and it's plastic, and it was only $1, so we picked that up. And then at the same sale, I picked this one up also for $1, and it's just stainless steel. It says something on there. Oh, I can't read it. It's too stainless something. I can't read it. But this would be perfect for like a cake scooper. We're always looking for thin spatulas like that. So I picked that up. And then I picked up these two little items. They were 25 cents a piece. Vintage little Santa. I think they're supposed to be for like a cake topper, but I won't use it for that. And then this one is actually a Santa in a sleigh. It's a wooden, and it's got a hanger, so that's like an ornament. And I haven't decided if I'm going to take them out of the original packaging or if I'm just going to display them in the packaging. I haven't decided yet, but they were 25 cents a piece. And then the last thing we got at that sale was this vintage fabric. I really don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just really liked it. And there's at least 2 yards here, and they charged $2 for it. So I don't know what I'll use it for, but I told Scott I would have regretted it had I left it behind. So got some vintage fabric. And then at that estate sale, the first sale we stopped at, what I picked up there, they had boxes and boxes and boxes of vintage salt and pepper shaker sets. Obviously the woman collected them, but they were a little pricey. They wanted $5 a set, and I wasn't willing to spend $5 a set to get all the ones that I really liked. So I just settled on one set, and of course I had to get these cute little squirrels, and I will put these in with my squirrel collection. They're so adorable. It doesn't have any marks or anything on the bottom, so I don't really know anything about them. They remind me of something that was probably from the 70s, but yeah, they're adorable, and I'll put them up with the rest of my squirrel stuff. That's where I put my little squirrels, with the rest of my little squirrels. And then at that same sale, they had a ton of CDs and DVDs, and I love old movies. They had this whole set of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movies. It's Top Hat, Shall We Dance, Follow the Fleet, The Barkleys of Broadway, and Swing Time. And they were $2 for the whole set of DVDs. So I'll probably be watching one or two of these this afternoon. They also had a ton of CDs, music CDs, and I picked out a few that I thought I could keep in the car, because I've only got like 2 or 3 CDs in there, and we've been listening to the same CD for a couple of weeks now, so it's starting to get old. So I think I'll probably just put these out in the car. This one is Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I, and their CDs were $1, so this one was $1. I got this one. This one's not even been taken out of the package. It's Stephen Gingrich Piano, Christ Arose, and it's got a bunch of hymns. And then this one is called Blueberry Hill. The thing is falling out here. Hold on a second. There we go. The World's Most Beautiful Melodies, Blueberry Hill, big band favorites from the 40s. So, got those, and those are gonna, like I said, gonna go out to the car. And then we got 2 more items from that estate sale, kind of dirty, so they're in a separate bag. Don't know for sure if this works or not, but it was only 50 cents. So Scott said it was worth the gamble. It's a sprinkler, the garden or for the lawn sprinkler. And then the other item was also 50 cents, and it is a garden claw thingy for working in the garden. So got those 2 items for 50 cents a piece. Just have a few more items here. I got one more CD still in the packaging. This was at a different sale, and it was 50 cents. 50 cents for this, and it's Angels We Have Heard on High, performed by the Jimmy Hall Christmas Organ. So it must be organ music, but I love Christmas CDs, so I picked that up. And this particular sale, most everything they had was Christmassy stuff, and they had these hot pads, which are awesome. They're vintage looking. I think they were handmade, and so I picked up 2 of them. They were 25 cents a piece, and I'll probably either just use them at Christmas time, or I might use them all the time, and some of my hot pads are getting really worn out, so use those. They're brand new. It doesn't look like they've ever been used. I think maybe possibly they had been made for like a craft fair or something and they didn't sell, but anyway, 25 cents a piece for those. And then I've got this set. It's these old vintage frames. It looks like this one is starting to fall out. I think the little nail that was holding it in must have fallen out in the car. But it was a set of 2 for $5. And the lady that was running the sale, she said she actually did these. They are counted cross stitch. And I thought these would be so pretty in my bedroom on my gallery wall. What I want to do is obviously clean things up. I'm going to leave the frames exactly how they are, but I'm thinking about painting the matting, a green color that will match the green in the stems, because I don't have hardly any pink in my bedroom. It's mostly all like greens and browns and earth tones and stuff like that. The flowers being pink don't bother me, but I think with the matting it's just too much pink. So I'm gonna try my hand at painting. I know you can paint cardboard, which is basically what those mattings are. So that will be a project that I'll probably maybe do in my vlog next week, or in one of my vlogs coming up. I'm not sure when, but anyway, I got those two for $5. Or maybe I'll do a separate video. I don't know, but it'll be in a video. Somehow, the back of this keeps falling off. It must have come out in the car because they weren't doing that when I bought it. They just are holding them in place with these little nails. So obviously one of the little nails fell out. All right, I picked up this basket for my basket wall. I just thought it was really cool. It's very, very well made, nice and sturdy, and it was only 25 cents. So that'll go on my basket wall. So at one of the sales, there was a young girl there, and she was selling these little miniature tea sets, all different kinds, and they were $2 a set. And I just fell in love with this farm one. So that's the little tray. And then on the tray was this, let's see if I can get this right here, this little teapot shaped like a barn. And then the lid comes off. Now these don't actually work. I mean, like, you can't pour water out of it. And they're made out of like a little resin. And then they had these two cups and saucers, and the cups were shaped like chickens, which I thought were so adorable. And then the saucers were sunflowers, so they would sit like this. And there's two of them. I'll set the tea set up and take a picture and insert it in a minute, and that way you can see what it looks like up close a little better. And then it had this little cow, which is supposed to be like the creamer, little creamer pitcher. And then the sugar bowl is this milk can with a little lid, a little tiny lid. And that's the little sugar bowl. So like I said, I'll insert a picture of it set up right here. So I tried putting this in a couple of different places in the house, and this is where it has finally settled, here on this shelf. I've got my wind chimes hanging here for the time being, but it's on this little shelf in my dining room right by my patio door, and I think it just looks really, really good here because I do have a lot of the same type of things on this shelf, with the vintage chicken toys and, you know, the more like cartoony type things, and yeah, and it's in the same like bright color tones and everything. So this is where it has finally landed, and I really, really like it here. And then the last two items I got were actually pieces of clothing, a couple of little blouses for me. The reason I got them, because I don't usually look at clothes at garage sales, but these were brand new, still with the tags on. And they were asking $3 a piece, and I didn't even have to ask them to lower the prices. She just said, oh, I'll give them to you for $5 for both. So $2.50. It's this blouse, this green blouse with the zipper in the front. And originally it was from Ross. And it's got like 3/4 length sleeves, which I really like, and then a solid green back. Just thought this would be really nice. It's nice and thin weight for summer. And then the other one is from What store is it from? Let's see. It doesn't say what name of the store, but it's got the tag here. And it's just this coral 3/4 length sleeve again. Or they might be more long sleeve. No, that's 3/4 length. But it's got this really cute like bell sleeve at the bottom with these pretty little silver buttons. And it's got the zipper here and pockets. And this again is a really lightweight material, and I thought it would be really pretty for this summer. Oh, before I sign off, there is one more item I wanted to show you. Let me take the camera down and I'll show you this item. So this is going to be a fixer-upper project for me. They had $5 on it, but Scott talked them down to $4. Paid $4 for this, and it's a stool, but it's also a little storage thing. And what I'm going to do, the back, this part here is made like a vinyl, which is an excellent shape. Usually this type of material gets all cracked. Maybe the seat was cracked and that's why they covered it with this fabric, but I'm going to replace the fabric on this seat cover. This part of it's perfect as well. And then I'm going to paint the wood because it's two different kinds of wood. I think they fixed this up. Someone fixed this up at some point, probably put different legs on it. I'm assuming this is the original wood for the backing and recovered the seat. But because it's two separate tones of wood, I'm going to go ahead and paint it. I'm going to use some of that paint I used to paint my headboard. So I'm going to paint the wood on it. I'm just going to wash this vinyl part, and then I'm going to find some pretty fabric to recover the seat. And it's nice and sturdy, so you can actually use it to sit on if you need it as an extra seat for something. All right, friends, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this garage sale haul. We had a great time. We always love it when they do the town-wide sales. I'm not one for just stopping at random garage sales if I see them, unless I see something that, you know, catches my eye. But I really do enjoy going to town-wide ones because we kind of just take the entire morning and spend several hours. After 2 or 3 hours of garage sailing, I'm ready to call it a day. But I was able to get all these things. Some things were practical things, and some things are project things that I can, you know, like that stool and the frames. And so, yeah, it'll give me some things to do and projects to do and work on and things to add to my collections. Thanks so much for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye, friends.